Welcome back to another gripping chapter in the twisted love story of James and Diep. Two hearts once bound together by tenderness, now caught in an increasingly complex web of lies, misunderstandings and betrayals. It all started with one wrong move, one misunderstood moment, one misunderstood gesture. James came, unannounced, just to see her. But fate played a joke on her. From afar, he saw Yi tenderly taking care of Song, the man who had been injured while protecting her. In James' wounded eyes, it looked like an intimate moment, perhaps a stolen kiss. What he didn't see was that Song deliberately tilted his head, pretending to be weak, creating the illusion of closeness. James didn't object to her. He didn't say anything. He just turned away and left, letting the pain silently come like a wave. In his mind, the trust was dead. Yi, unaware of the storm brewing in the heart of the man she loved, continued to regard Song as a kind benefactor, nothing more, nothing less. But innocence couldn't hide the truth. Elsewhere, Trang, the woman who has been watching James from afar, finally makes her move. Backed by her calculating mother, she quietly enters James's life, presenting herself as a gentle, understanding presence just as he is on the brink. She desires more than his heart. She wants his fame, his fortune, and his world. But while she remains silent, a darker force is growing stronger behind the scenes. John, James's family's sworn enemy, is back. And this time, he has an ally. Tong, who not only vies for Diep's affections, but is now helping to orchestrate James's downfall. What is their common goal? To bring down James's empire from within. The next blow came not from the heart but from the boardroom. James's company, once strong, now floundering, was suddenly faced with a violent and brutal backlash. Construction projects in progress were abruptly halted. Residents who had agreed to compensation rose in protest, demanding 5 times the agreed amount. James was stunned. The contract was done. The deal was signed. The numbers were beyond expectation. But something had changed. Something felt unnatural. John had no idea he was pulling the strings. False rumors spread like wildfire on social media and in the local press, accusations of exploitation, of greed. He even funded agitators to cause chaos on the ground. What had been a simple land deal had now turned into a public relations nightmare. And what about James? He is considered a villain, but John isn't done yet. He targets James' biggest weakness, Diep. In a dilapidated house hidden deep in the woods, John meets Tong. There, he lays out a ruthless plan: kidnap Diep, then force James to sign away his assets, all 11 major holdings, from real estate to controlling interests in businesses, or lose her forever. And even if James complies, John has no intention of keeping his word. Once the contract is signed, he says coldly, get rid of him. Settle any unfinished business. But there's one more odd move. Tong, the one who betrayed James, will play the role of the heroic rescuer. He will accidentally discover Diep's location, swoop in, save her from John, and become her hero. After the shock, Diep will look at Tong with new eyes. While James, silent and seemingly distant, becomes even more distant from her heart. While James was struggling with the storm outside, a quieter storm was brewing in his office. Trang had found a job at his company. She played the role of the enthusiastic newcomer perfectly. Innocent questions, wide-eyed requests for guidance, and frequent, chance encounters gradually took a place in James's life. She knew he still loved Diep. But she also knew that the pain left voids that she was willing to fill. She didn't want love, she wanted a legacy. She wanted to take away everything Diep had ever held. Meanwhile, Diep was slowly falling apart. James' silence was becoming unbearable. He didn't call. He didn't text. He didn't show up. She threw herself into her work, picking jackfruit at dawn, selling it at the market during the day, trying to ease the pain, trying to prove her worth. But the longing couldn't be buried under baskets of fruit. One day, she decided to go see him. She went to James' house, but the gate was still closed. His phone rang incessantly. She sat alone on the steps, the sun setting behind her. Just then, Tong appeared. How convenient. On the way home, they passed a coffee shop. Through the glass, Diep saw James sitting across from Trang. It wasn't romantic, but it was enough to stab her in the heart. She stepped outside. She needed to talk to him. To tell him, I never betrayed you. But James, already emotionally drained, saw her. And he turned away. Again, he left without a word. Inside the coffee shop, Trang greeted Diep with fake sweetness. James had something urgent to do. He didn't have time to say goodbye, she said, raising her teacup. Diep nodded, swallowing back tears so they wouldn't show. Outside, James stood on the corner, watching her car drive away. Can James overcome the lies and manipulation to find the truth? Or will John's web tighten until nothing is left, not his company, not his legacy, not even the woman he loves?